Hi friends, welcome back to Practicing My Prep with Wendy. Today I thought we'd talk about mylar bags and how to store some dry beans in them, how to seal them up, what it should look like after you're done sealing it, and just some of the reasons why you would want to use a mylar bag for more long-term storage as opposed to just leaving it in the package that it comes in. So today I have some black turtle beans that we're going to be bagging. I got a 25-pound bag of them, and I'm going to be putting them in a pretty big container. I'm not going to portion them out into smaller sizes because this is for my intent of long-term storage. My intent is to not break into this anytime soon, and hopefully maybe never. People can put them in 5-gallon buckets. But I don't have any food grade 5-gallon buckets right now, but I do have like Lowe's, Home Depot, those kind of 5-gallon buckets. And then I also have, I've got the big, ginormous mylar bag that comes, that can fit inside the 5-gallon bucket. And so we're just going to practice our preparedness today and put this together and see if we run into any problems. We'll see. Here we go. Okay, so here's my 25 pounds of my black turtle beans. You can see it even says on here the date that it was packed was in October of 2024, which is just a few weeks ago that this was packed up. I wouldn't want to leave it in this bag because concerns with long-term storage, you're going to worry about moisture getting to your dry foods, light getting to it and degrading it, oxygen getting to it and making it not stay fresh quite as long. And so that's what the mylar bags are for. Mylar bag. I've got this big one here, and I'll click a link below. I got a whole package of these of 5-gallon, 1-gallon, half point, that kind of thing. It was a mixture of different variety of types of mylar bags, and I found them to be really really great. They are I did get a heavier dutier one that's I think it's 15 mil strength because you can get mylar bags in different thicknesses, and I thought thicker is better, so I went for the 15 mil. I've already labeled the bag so that I know what's in it and what the when I filled this bag up. You can put them into these 5-gallon buckets here, and I'm not going to do that today. First of all, I have my green tomatoes in there, but also I'm not planning on storing this in the 5-gallon bucket. I don't have space for 5-gallon buckets in my home storage, and so I want to store this flat and under a bed. I think is going to be my best bet. We don't have issues with rats or pests or that kind of thing inside the house, so I'm not worried about something chewing through the mylar to get to my beans. If I was using the mylar bag inside of my 5-gallon bucket, I would open my mylar bag up, put it inside the bucket before I fill it. Okay, so you have it inside your bucket, and then you start pouring in your beans. It'll be a lot less cumbersome if you do it that way. At the end of all this, I want to show you kind of what I hope it to look like. We've got these oxygen absorber that we're going to put inside the bag. And this was some dog food that I had set aside for the dogs to kind of go through over the next year or so. But you can see how the oxygen absorber has done its job. It's kind of sucked it all down nicely. And so I feel very confident that this food is nice and safe. It just sits in the garage should we need it. So I want my oxygen absorber to work really good. It should look similar to this after I do it. This took probably, after I filled it up, maybe a week or so, and then it started to look kind of vacuum sealed, even though it isn't. So for a 5-gallon bucket type of volume. You want to put the correct type, the correct amount of oxygen absorber in there. So I'll put on the screen here. I found a little list that kind of indicates how much oxygen absorber you need for each type of vessel. So I'll put that up here right now. We want at least 2,000 cc's for the oxygen absorber. I don't know if you can see here, I wrote on this one. This one's 2,500. So more is okay, just less is not. So 2,500 is going to be perfect. This one container, this one pack of oxygen absorber is going to go in after I put my beans in, and then we'll seal it up. So let's do that. So we've got our mylar bag. This one is really nice because it has like a press and seal sort of closure, and then the top part I'll seal with heat. I will use this straightening iron that's heating up right now. But the nice thing is that it does have the resealable part on here. It also has, I don't know if you can see, you see on there, let me put it there, has the little tab, so the little rip tab, so God forbid something happen and I have to break into my long-term stores, it's easy to open and reseal if I need to. So I'm going to open this up. I'll start filling it with my black beans. So I've got enough at the bottom to kind of hold the bag open, so now I'll just pour the rest in. All right, so I've got all the beans in here. I've got my oxygen absorber. I'm gonna get it out of its packet. Don't want to forget to put it in. So I'll open that up, we'll put it in there. Keep it down a little bit. And then I'm gonna close this up. It's nice because I have the seal on there that helps. I'm trying to get some of the air out. And then we're going to use the hot iron to seal the top. We'll turn it around and do the other side. Ooh. Okay, and that's really hot after you do it, so let it cool off for a second. Let's do another little stripe on through here just to make sure I don't miss anything. And I have to open this up. I can always reseal it using the heat gun. There's nothing special about the top of the mylar. You can attach it anywhere and kind of clamp, and it'll adhere to itself using using a heat gun or using my straightener here. So it seems sealed up really good. I'm going to lay it down flat now because that's how I want it under my bed. I'm going to lay it all flat how I want it to be as the oxygen absorber starts to work. So here's my bag of beans. I have it just on the table here, nice and flat. This is how I'm going to put it underneath my bed, and I'll check on it in a week or so and make sure that that oxygen absorber is doing its job. So those are my dry beans that I'm going to store away for long-term storage. I'll do the similar process with any flour that I have or rice that I have as well. I can put salt in a mylar bag, but you would not want to put an oxygen absorber in there. That'll make it harden up and You have to chip it away. Same thing with sugar. You don't want to put oxygen absorbers in your mylar bag if you're storing any sugar or salt in a mylar bag like that. Thanks for coming along with me. I'll put down in the description below which bags I use that I had gotten off of Amazon. I'm going to keep practicing my preparedness, and you do the same. I wish you well, and we'll see you next time. Bye.